Hey guys, AC here. Tonight I'm going to be showing you how to use Click2Mail to be able to send out your postcards and mailings here to get your marketing going. So first of all, Click2Mail is actually a website that is maintained by the USPS, the United States Postal Service. So you'll actually be dealing directly with the postal service. So they're very dependable. There's nothing to worry about. It's not like a third party website or something. So you're dealing directly with the US Post Office. First of all, you're going to want to create an account if you do not already have one. So to create an account, you just you go through. I already have an account, so it doesn't have the option. But you would just there you go. You would go to My Accounts. Mine actually already has it done. But yeah, just go through and set up an account like you would like on any other website. It'll ask you basic information. So you go through, set up your account with your username and password and everything to get started. Once you have all that done, the first thing you're going to want to do is, this is the home page. So when you click on the logo up here, it'll take you to this home page. So I am actually logged in under my name now. So the first thing I'm going to want to do is come down to the My Account button. Once I click on the My Account button, I'm going to want to come down to Mailing Online Classic Assets. Once I'm on that, we're going to click on the Documents section. Okay, once we get to the Documents section, we're going to come down to Download a Template, and we're going to come over to the Postcards line on that and select that. Once you select that, it'll give you different options. You can use a 3x5, a 4 1/4 by 6, 5x8, 6x11. I generally use the 4 1/4 by 6, so that's what I'm going to select. Once we select that, it's going to give you an option for descriptions, templates, and frequently asked questions. We're going to click on the templates section. Then we're going to come down to the blue line here that says, please click here to download product templates. When this screen comes up, we are now going to select double-sided postcard, because we use a double-sided postcard so we can actually have our logo on one side and then our text that's going to go to our motivated sellers, our hopefully motivated sellers. So click on double-sided postcard. Once we do that, select download format. We are going to use Microsoft Word. That is what we use, and it's fairly simple. We're going to save the file. You come up to that corner that I just clicked on. It was the download section. So once it downloads, you click on that, and it'll bring up this template right here. So in this case, we're going to open up our template, our words. This is a Word document right here with this is the text that we use on our cards. You will want to change it up for yours a little bit. Like I have mine set up with my phone number and the way I say things. So I'm going to copy this, and I am going to go back to this page. Oh, hang on. Back to the template. I'm going to highlight all of the text that they have on there, and then I'm going to paste my text there instead. Once I have my text pasted in that spot, I'm going to come over to this pink border and click on it and delete it. So that'll leave just my text on there. And this is going to be the main part of the postcard. This is going to be the part that they're reading. But now we're going to come down to the second part, which is actually going to be the back end of the postcard, or the front, where the address and everything. So we're going to highlight all of this and delete it, and we are going to come over to, let me see, to my files, and I'm going to pick my logo. and then I'm going to find my logo that I want to put there, and then I'm just going to drag and drop it, and then I'm going to resize it to fit. Oh, hang on, let me get rid of that. Alright, let me try that again. I think I need to put you need to put a space in there actually so that it doesn't do that. And kind of size up the box. This is going to be the most difficult stuff that you're going to do really in this whole process. So now I'm going to go back and pick my logo and drop it in there, and there we go. So I'm going to make sure it fits in these lines right here. That's good enough. So now we have the logo in there. We're going to delete all this other stuff. Now the back end is done. This is, I mean, the front end, whatever, with the address and everything. I call it the back end, but it's really the front. So you have your logo, and then you have your text. So now we're going to save this. You go to Save As, go to Computer, and we'll just call this Sample 2, and we'll save it. Okay, now we're going to go back to our home page here. So now we're going to go back to My Accounts. We're going to go down to Mailing Online Classic Assets again, and we're going to go to Documents. We're going to go down, and we're going to upload the new document, which is our postcard. So we're going to browse or go to Downloads. So we have it in Downloads. And we're going to find Sample 2, which is the one we just finished doing. There we go. Open that up. We're going to select what our product is, which is a 4 1/4 by 6. Oh, hang on. No, we do not want single-sided, though. We want space saver format. So there we got 4 1/4 by 6 space saver format. You can name your document. This one we'll call Sample 2, just like we had it. And then we're going to click Upload and Edit. Sometimes this takes a minute, and what this is doing is it's uploading everything we just put in there, the text and the logo for the back end. It's putting it all together and uploading it to the website. Sometimes it takes a little while. Sometimes it doesn't take this long, though. Once you upload your template, though, you're not really going to have to upload it over and over again. Your template will be on there. So this isn't something that you're going to have to do all the time. Alright, here we go. So here's our preview of our card. So as you can see, the same thing, all the text we had in there is right here on our on our postcard template. So now what we're going to want to do is go and upload our mailing list. So we're going to go back to the home page. We're going to go back to my accounts, back to mailing online classic assets, and this time we're going to click on mailing lists. So we would upload, whenever you're uploading a new mailing list, it's this link right here, this button right in the middle, upload mailing list. So you're going to click on that. You're going to browse your hard drive. I actually have it under, I have some samples. So let me find that. There we go. So we're going to click on this sample mailing list I have here. We're going to upload it. So now when you get to this part right here, it already has the owner's first name and the place where it goes, the owner's middle name and owner's last name, and it even has the owner's city, owner's state, owner's zip. The only thing you're going to have to adjust in here or mess with at all is the owner address to, and in that case you're going to want to put owner address to in that section, and you come down and you click done. So now it's uploading your mailing list. And what this is, for those of you who have never used Click2Mail before, whenever, first of all, you saw how we did the template. So this is the mailing list and you have your template, and then what it does is it'll put it all together for you so that you can mail it out, and it'll mail merge, which we're fixing to go through here in a second. So on this one right here, it says there are non-standard addresses, 89 of them. I choose to delete all non-standard addresses because most of the time they will not get where they're going anyway, and I don't want to mess with trying to do further research on it. If they're non-standard, I'm just going to delete them. So we have 2,911 addresses, standard addresses, still, good and ready to go. So we're going to click on that. And then we're going to go to next step, which next step mailing list. So here we're going to go back to the home page because now we've uploaded the mailing list, and it's going to be our first, our on the top of our list. So we go back to my account, and now we're going to go back down to the classic assets, mailing online classic assets, and go to documents. We're going to go all the way to the bottom and select the postcard that we just uploaded a little while ago. So we're going to click the sample 2, and we're going to click mail this document. So now what we're going to do is click mail merge over here on the left hand side. We're going to click the box that says use mail merge, and we're going to select the list that we just uploaded, which was 414. All right. So now we're going to go to the next step, which is proof. Oh. So we'll click our mailing list and go to proof. I think we forgot to click the mailing list. So click your mailing list, go to proof. Now this is the proof of your document. So you're going to see how it works. Actually, you know what? We need to go back, and then we got to use the mail merge or prepared documents, and back to edit. Once we get to the edit part, this is where we're going to insert, and we're going to insert a text box, which is going to be our, there's insert, yeah. And our field that we're going to enter is the address of the property. So once it does this, you're going to hit save. So it saves it like a big box. But what we're going to do is you can adjust that. So we're going to make it narrow enough to fit in this area. So we'll make it narrow but long enough to where it'll fit the whole address in there. So it won't be an issue. So there we go. And now we're going to go to next step, which is preview. So now you can see over here in the proof where it has the address right here. So it has your text and everything. I'm inserting the address there because when I do the mail merge and I have my postcard written to where I'm telling them, hey, I'm trying to get a hold of you about such and such property, and then right after it says that, it'll have the address of the property. So now we're going to go to the next step, which is recipients. And now, since our mail list is already selected here, so now we're going to the next step, which is going to be proof. And now you're proofing the mailing list, actually. Or proofing the document with the actual addresses from the mailing. This is what I meant. So you can see now that that's how it's going to look whenever they get the postcard. And it looks like it's just inserted in there. So it fits perfectly. So that looks good. So the next thing we're going to do is click the little box that says I have reviewed this set of proofs and approved them for mailing. So now we're going to go next, which is payment. So when you get to this payment section, you're going to check your document name. Is that the document you used? The how many standard addresses? We're mailing first class. You always use the first class because it gets there faster and it's worth it. Sometimes they give you an option for standard. I would still use the first class. Color selection. Actually, we want to change the color selection, so we'll click here to edit the document properties. I like to use a yellow or a green. I have used black and white also, but I like to use a green or a yellow. So paper selection right here on the left-hand side, and it gives you a choice for yellow or green. Yellow I use a lot because it looks like a notice or something, it might catch their attention and they'll want to check it. So now we're going to go back to proof because our mailing list is selected still. And now we're going to recheck the box that says we have reviewed it and go to the next step, which is payment again. And that's why you want to go over everything when you get to this page right here. You want to check your color, check your documents, make sure everything is the way that you want it, make sure your double-sided postcard, full bleed, and then you can set your date. Today is the 9th. So we are actually setting these to go out on Friday. So we will select the 11th. And here it tells you, it breaks down the price. So for it actually comes, the standard address first class is about 28 cents a postcard. So for 2,911 of them, it's $809. And then the production cost is $497, which is your postcard and everything else that's involved. So it's a total of around $1,300. So that looks all good to me. That's about right. So next thing we're going to do is go to confirm order. Now it's just processing everything and putting the item into your cart. So as you can see, it's relatively, once you do it a few times, it's relatively easy. A lot easier than, like printing out the postcard yourself and handwriting addresses on it and stuff, which I did a lot of when I first started out. But this is just a much better way to automate everything. And I'm telling you right now, I am a big fan of systems and automizing everything, because I would much rather spend my time doing other tasks that will make me more money. My job isn't to handwrite postcards, or even anybody that works for me, their time is more valuable than handwriting postcards or anything like that. Which I totally understand if you're just starting out, but for the cost of what you're spending here, like I'm sending out a pretty large list, so that's why it's kind of expensive. But if you're just sending out a few hundred postcards, which which is what I started doing when I first started out, it's still not that expensive. A few hundred postcards, like 500 postcards, will cost you around $220 to $250, and you should be sending out that many at least once or twice a week. So now it's been placed in the cart, so we're going to proceed to the cart for checkout. Here's just giving you oh, hang on, I think I did it I did the black and white one. So black and white, yeah, oh yeah, no, black and white, yellow, I did it twice now, so I'm going to delete one of them because they're exactly the same. So okay. Alright, so here, and there's the $1,300 that we knew we were going to pay. So you just proceed to checkout. And once you have an account, it'll have your default address, everything saved in here. So select a billing address from your addresses. So it's my billing addresses and everything. And then you're going to continue. Now it's for the payment information. Obviously, if this is your first time using it, you're going to check credit card. And then you're just going to fill out all the information and continue. And then everything is pretty self-explanatory from that point on. So I hope this has been helpful for you. This is if there's anything that you missed in here or you're having trouble with, go through the process of sending your postcards out and have this video ready so you can watch it on the side and even go side by side with it or something, or watch it over and over if you have any trouble. So, I hope you got a lot out of this, and we will see you on the next video. Thanks, guys.